of a drop-in update on where we're at in our travels. We've currently been on the road for 3 weeks.
Third week now.
3 weeks so far. We haven't done heaps of videoing. I did do a little bit on Fraser Island, but stupid me had my finger over the sound button, so you can't hear it, but we'll put music behind and make it work. But yeah, just been poking along up the east coast. Definitely gone to some pretty cool locations. Highlight for me would probably have to be Fraser Island. At the moment, we were there for 3 days. It was good fun, you know, jumping on the ferry, heading across, and you know, unloading in a village where there's tar, and then you know you drive around the corner, and then you're on sand for 2 hours, and then beach driving. But no, it's just really interesting, and we've never done any beach driving or anything like that, and it was pretty quiet as well. Like I wouldn't want to be there during Christmas time, and you know, it was probably a week after school holidays when we rocked up. But no, it was just really interesting. Campsites were just gorgeous. Like the one that we picked was probably about 2.5 hours in, and driving along the beach, and right on the shore I caught I think about 6 different types of species of fish, which was pretty cool. But what's your thoughts on Fraser?
Loved Fraser.
Loved it. What part did you love about Fraser? What was your favourite part? Other than getting eaten by a dingo.
Oh, just the beaches and going into a freshwater creek that's right on the ocean. That was really cool.
That was cool. I got my belly out. We found a creek called Ellie Creek. It's a pretty popular area in Fraser, but we walked, I think it was 10 kilometres from the campsite. I'm like, oh, it's not that far on HEMA. It was far. Big boy was sweating, but you know, I got the shirt off, got the rig out. As you can see, I got my new Bundy shirt on. I got sunburnt, and I blew up at Zayla because I kept telling her, you know, am I getting red? She's like, no, you're fine. You're not getting red. But no, it was a cool little creek here. You know, there's a little platform you can walk all the way along. You get in and then you float down. We weren't prepared for it at all, so we had like, Zayla had a camera, I had long pants on, long sleeve. I took my shirt off, I didn't bring my rashie, got my belly out. Got our floaties, but no, it's nice, really cool little spot. But Fraser was nice. Like, there's so many dingoes, we actually didn't realise how many there was, but every time I put a post up, everyone would message me like, oh, watch out for the dingoes, but you don't realise how many there is. Like when we first rocked up on our campsite, there was 3, and when you're in the car, they're really cute and fuzzy. And we went fishing down on the beach, and you know, I was down on the waves coming in, and Zayla set a little beach towel up, and she was sitting down, and this one walked up and it sat down, you know, a metre from her, and it was being all cute and shit, like rolling and doing what like puppies doing, you know. And then it started like weirdly growling, and she got a little bit scared and jumped up, and as soon as she showed fear, it got like aggressive. It was only by itself, but it got really aggressive. And you know, I said to her, I started walking up because I could see she was backing away. As soon as she backed away, he come forward. But yeah, tried to grab the camera bag and bit it and tried to take it away, and then Big Belly Kelly over here come up and, you know, got my hairy chest out, and had seen I was wearing a Bundy shirt, and it wasn't going to fuck with me. Sorry for swearing, but yeah, it was very interesting. Cool little spot. My second highlight would probably be Crescent Heads. That was pretty cool. It wasn't too far out of the way, but it was a nice little coastal town, you know. Like, there wasn't a lot of infrastructure, it hadn't expanded much. It was just a cool little town, and where we stayed was, you know, a lot of the places we've been staying along the east coast, you've had to book, which, you know, we knew about, and them sites vary from $6 a night to $30 a night. But you know, the $6 ones have a long drop, the $30 ones have, you know, nice toilet facilities, showers, you know, wash up as well. But they've been nice, and it's good because having a 4-wheel drive, you can get to those more remote camps, and there's not as many campers there. You know, the ones where you could get campers and dogs were a lot more busy. But yeah, that's probably been my highlight of the day. We've only really been staying in one spot for no more than 2 days. You know, we went out to Standage Bay or something was it called. That was pretty cool little beach. Never really heard about it. It was Zayla's idea, and even I blew up about the corrugated roads. I don't regret going there. It was cool. We did a lot of fishing, lost a lot of rigs because it's really rocky. But that was nice. We were there for 2 days. But yeah, we've just kind of been poking our way up the east coast to get up to the NT. But yeah, we just left Daly Beach, which was really nice. We just dropped in there, had a coffee. Zayla dropped in. She's, you know, been trying to get a notebook for 3 weeks just to write down all our expenses, which she's currently writing down. But yeah, how much have you done on the expenses? Do you want to go through that a little bit, just to give people a bit of an idea?
So the first week on fuel, we spent $520.
So fuel?
Our food cost for that week was $266, and that did include a couple of coffees.
You've got to treat yourself, you know. We started the trip like, nah, we're not going to spend anything. We're going to be pretty, you know, tight on everything. But we haven't been eating out or anything. We've been getting the odd, you know. We stayed at Zale's grandma's house in Sunshine Coast, and she showed us dinner, how gorgeous of it. But other than that, we've had, I think that's our second coffee in 3 weeks. But anyway, continue.
In accommodation, we have spent $192 for that week, and just the miscellaneous. We used the car wash and had to pay for some parking, and that was $13. So just under $1,000 a week for the first week.
So far, that's so far. But we've been, you know, so far I think we've done nearly 4,000 kilometres.
Yeah,
so fuel's obviously, it's always been a high expense, you know, eating wise. It's weird, you know, you go from working and having, you know, breakfast, lunch and dinner, but when you're on the road, you know, we've been having breakfast, but we haven't really been having lunch. We haven't really been that hungry. We've had like a fruit cup and a couple of apples, but... And
we're still adapting to figuring out our food bill of what we're eating and what we're not eating as well. So the first week was definitely a lot higher in the food bill, but then our second week was only $133, so...
Because obviously the first, you know, food one you buy all those things like the sauce and the oils and all that type of stuff, and it slowly creeps back down. Plus, you know where you're at with, you know, eating, like we've been crybacking all our meat, so we haven't, you know, had to eat it straight away and make sure that we are staying on top of it. But yeah. So yeah, we just left Airlie Beach, which was nice, cool little spot, popular. You know, we went to Byron Bay and that was really popular. But Airlie Beach, it's a nice little area, some cool little streets, and yeah, we're just currently heading to Townsville, staying the night out on a cattle station. I used to do harvest back when I was 18 out at the Rock for a few years on my, you know, when I was an apprentice, and I took off annual leave and went harvesting with the Kingstons up there, and one of the daughters, she works on a station with her partner just out, I think it's about an hour west of Townsville, so we're going to pop out there and see her. I haven't seen her, shit, I was 18, it's probably been 10 years, so a little bit different from when she last seen me. But yeah, we're going to stay out there. She's going to show us around the farm, which is going to be pretty cool. But yeah, just poking along Townsville tonight, and then head up to Cairns tomorrow. We'll probably stay there for 2 days because I really want to go snorkeling, not in the ocean because I'm scared of sharks. So I want to go with a team that's got, you know, AR-15s and stuff in case Jaws tries to take me down. But yeah, other than that, everything's going pretty well. I'm loving the rooftop tent. You know, we upgraded. We went from the Motop one that we had for what, 2 years, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was in our price range for what we could afford back then. But you know, you just notice a big difference. You know, it was only 160mm thick, so you couldn't leave all your bedding, and you'd have to peel your pillows out, your blankets and all that. And yeah, this one's a Bush Company AX27. It's really nice, a lot more room. It's 280mm thick, so you can leave, you know, we leave our pillows in there, our blankets, laptops, Starlink, everything like that. It's got storage in it, it's all carpeted. It's just a really nice quality built tent, but really easy setup. It probably takes me, I don't know, a minute to set up. 2 poles, 2 latches, bang, set up. I have that set up before Zayla even has the kitchen out ready to make a coffee for when we pull up. But yeah, other than that, we'll do another video, a bit of a walkthrough of the car, and you know what I've done to the car in the 2 years that we've been building it, and then a little bit of the electrical system and a bit of the setup we've done, and it's been good. You know, my auto elect said to me when I first got electricals done, he said, look, just do basic, go out, do a bit of camping, and you know where you're at and what you want to change. But yeah, at the moment I'm pretty happy with it. It's been well, and yeah, we've just been poking along. So that's me. Zoe, you got anything you want to touch on?
No, I think you covered it all.
I've been enjoying the fishing. We've had a couple of stops at, we've stopped at Bundaberg Distillery. As you can see, I've got the new shirt. No one looks at me when I'm walking down the street. I don't know if it's a Bundy. Zayla got one as well, but it's a ginger beer one. I thought it was cool. So
I should have wore it.
Yeah, you should have wore it. Could be matching. But yeah, we've done a couple of stops at BCF. Ocean fishing is so much different. You know, I went away to Naroom with a mate, Tom, for a week, and I had no idea about fishing and what to do and what to look for. And you know, that week was good because you know he taught me a fair bit. He loves his ocean fishing, but you really just learn along the way. You know, like I think every time I cast, I pull in a different fish. You know, back when we're fly fishing and that, it's either a brown trout, rainbow trout, a carp, or, you know, maybe some sort of different species. But in the ocean, it's just like every fish is so different. You know, we did a bit of bait fishing over at the last place we stayed at, Standage Bay, and we're just pulling up every different fish, you know. It was so cool, but also watching for which ones are poisonous and try to kill us. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update of where we're at in 3 weeks, and yeah, we'll keep everyone posted. We'll put a couple of our videos together. We haven't really been doing too much on the GoPro. Zayla's been on her camera a fair bit, you know, and posting on her Instagram page, which, what's it called? Zayla?
Shane and Zayla.
Shane and Zayla. As you can tell, I didn't make the page, but my name's first because I'm the dominant male of the group. We haven't had too many blow-ups, have we?
No.
Been a couple of little blow-ups, but you know, we always build a bridge and get over it. You know, we never actually lived together, so it's really tested it. But you know, we have our little tasks. I know to set the tent up. Zayla knows to get in the kitchen, not being a chauvinist pig or anything, but I'll leave the cooking up to her. I think I cooked burgers one night and one of them was raw and she blew up, so I don't touch on that little department anymore. But yeah, food's been pretty cool. We've been having like wraps, and then the other night we had crumb and chicken and fried roll, and we had burgers. That was good.
Sausages and onion and
Pretty basic, but good. Heaps of coffee, but I think I have a decaf coffee before I go to bed, but we probably have like 1 or 2 coffees a day. Probably not as many as probably not as many as what I usually do when I'm at work. But
one mid-morning and one when we wake up.
yeah, that's where we're at. So you don't have anything else you want to touch on?
No.
Cool. Well, we're going to keep motoring along to Townsville, and we will keep you posted. We'll try and get a little bit more YouTubing, vlogging, and stuff like that. But yeah, this is our exactly. We'll do a bit more exploring. But yeah, this is our first one, and yeah, enjoy. Thank you. Bye. Love you. Bye. Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta like swivel and weave them. I'll show you. No, he's still on. He's not big. Really not. Oh god. Hey? Don't you dare go over them rocks. Yeah, no, I didn't do it in my momentum then.